Okay, it's time for another Affinity photo tutorial. This will be a reasonably short one, and it's on how to make non-destructive distressed text. So it's kind of like destructing your text, but non-destructively. So let's get started. This is kind of what we're going to be making here. So let's get rid of some of these layers here because we're going to start over from scratch. We'll delete those. We'll start off with a fresh background here. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and create our text. What's nice about this is you can use any font and it's completely editable afterwards. So let's go ahead and come in here and write distressed. And let's change this to black for now. You can always change the color later on. And let's change the text itself as well. Something a little different, something a little blockier. Let's come on up here and choose, let's just do Arial black. Everybody's got Arial black on their computer probably. We'll scale that down a little bit, put it right there. So we're going to do this using two live filters. And again, using live filters, it's completely editable. So the first one we're going to add to this is, let's come down and choose Diffuse. And we'll bring the intensity up a little bit, not too much. We want to still be able to read the text somewhat. That looks pretty good there. And then by selecting the layer again, let's put another live filter on it. And this time we're going to use the median blur. Now, I've never used this before. This is the first time I've been using it for this type of application. And we can go up here and increase the radius just a little bit, and as we increase the radius you can see that it's blending those diffused particles together, and by bringing it up we can completely make it illegible, but we can dial it in to where we want. So if we want it really distressed like this, we can do that, or if we want to really break it up, or if we want to make it a little more subtle, we can bring it here. But the beauty of this is that now we can adjust both the median blur and the diffuse live filters to completely change the look. So like if we come in here to the diffuse now and bring the diffuse up a little bit more, we can really start blending it together again like that. But by coming back into the median blur, we can back it out a little bit and get something really messed up. But again, if we don't like it, come back down to diffused and dial it in where we like it. Where this really works nicely is if you wanted to do something like a typewriter effect, because a lot of the typewriter fonts they're good, they look like a typewriter, but they're a little too clean. So let's come in here and let's do this. Let's just grab this text now, and we'll Command J, we'll duplicate it, and we'll just bring it down a little bit. And we'll go up to our fonts and we'll look for, I have one called Tox Typewriter that I got from defont.com. And Tox Typewriter. So if we look at this with the same settings that were on this Arial black, we can come in and drop down here and see that it still has a median blur and it still has a diffuse. So let's start off by taking the diffuse and changing that a little bit. And I'm going to increase it a little bit actually to where we almost can't see the lettering anymore. And then we'll come in and choose the median blur and we'll just bring that down. And slowly we're bringing the letters back in. This is kind of a balancing act between the two. So come back to diffused and bring the intensity of that down a little bit. And so compared to what we had before, you do have quite a bit of control over the amount of distressed effect you want to create. And then once you've done that, you can always add in other things, like with this with this one here, selected, we can come in and add some layer effects. So like, let's say we wanted to add a gradient overlay. Could come in here real quickly and change our gradient overlay to, let's say, let's go with yellow on the top and maybe some reddish color on the bottom. And we can give it an outline if we want. The outline will follow the distress part of the text. But again, if we wanted to come in here and change things, we could come down to the blur and make it a little choppier. So anyway, real quick tutorial on how to create non-destructive distress text. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you want to see more tutorials like this, please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, peace. Talk to you later. Bye.